Hey guys, Beer Noob here, and I'm feeling kind of lazy today. It's Labor Day, but it's pouring down rain outside, and I figured, hold on a second, my computer went wacky. Anyway, and didn't quite feel like getting the camera out, and then once I do that, take the card, put it in the computer, run it through the blah, 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 blah. So I figured I'm just going to fire up my webcam and make this really simple. But I wanted to make sure I'm still on track for 30 beers in 30 days. And I'm going to do that, try to do it no matter what. So I'm pretty dedicated to it. Continuing in the Oktoberfest tradition, I don't know how to pronounce this. I would assume it's Hacker-Pschorr or Hacker-Pschorr, something like that. It says original Oktoberfest. Obviously, I believe it's from Germany, product of Germany, imported by Polaner. So actually, I didn't bring my glass. Hold on a second. I am completely unprepared for this video beer review because the other glass is in the dishwasher and it's not done yet. So it's so anyway. So here's the glass I'm going to use, and let's crack this open and see how it is. So far, the Sam Adams was pretty good. I like that one a lot. Here's another. This is kind of another German Oktoberfest. All right. Ooh. Okay, this one has, the color is a lot different than the other ones. I mean, this is significantly different. This is more of an amber yellow, kind of like a little, a slight shade darker than, let's say, I mean, there's not much red in it, not a lot of brown. Let's see, on the camera, yeah, it's actually brown and yellow is probably the best way to do it. Actually, it looks like urine, to be honest with you. So it's completely different. The other Marzen's Oktoberfest had a reddish copper kind of look. This doesn't. This is kind of that golden urine color. So the head, it was pretty nice. It's kind of big, thick bubbles on the top and kind of a nice pillowy head. It's actually a fairly white head versus kind of that browner reddish. So let's give it a smell. It smells pretty good, actually. It's got a very bready, malty kind of aroma to it. Very bready, very malty. Again, very similar, and these might get boring after a while, but very similar. It's got that toasted malt, that nutty type of aroma to it as well. I'm not picking up any bitterness at all. I'm picking up a lot of that bready, yeasty. This is probably the most bready I've smelled so far of the three. So let's give it a taste. Wow. Okay, the first thing I get with this beer is kind of almost like a mixture of caramel and malts and bread. That's kind of like what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of that bready type of taste, but it's that caramel is kind of mixed in. It's a sweeter beer. It's actually, I think it's even more sweet than the Sam Adams was. Not picking up a lot of bitterness on this one. This one, maybe a tiny bit, maybe a little bit if I'm really looking for it, but not a lot. Not a lot of bitterness to this one. In terms of the mouthfeel, it reminds me a lot of the Spaten that I had yesterday. Not very thick. It's probably less than medium body. The Sam Adams was a little bit more hearty than these last two. The mouthfeel also, it's got a nice carbonation to it. It's not overly carbonated or underly. It's actually perfect. Yeah, and I'm getting, as I'm drinking it, a little bit more of the bitterness. Not a lot, but a little bit more. Also, I'm picking up just a little bit of the spices that are indicative that I've had of the three. A very similar spice. If you guys know what it is, just put it in the comment. I'm not sure. I'm not a spice guru, so I don't know exactly what spice I'm tasting, but they seem to be very similar in all of them. I don't know if it's clove. Maybe that's it. Because it's kind of reminiscent a little bit of like a Pilsner, like a Pilsner or Kel, that kind of thing. It's got that I don't know if it's clove. I don't know. Anyway, you know, it's not a bad beer. I'm going to give it 3 bottles out of 5. I think the Sam Adams still was my favorite. It had a nice body to it. It was medium body. It had a nice taste to it. It tasted like fall. It had that. It was sweet, but not too sweet. It had a little bit of bitterness, but not too bitter. It was a very nicely well balanced beer. I really enjoyed the Sam Adams. And this one isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. This one isn't bad, but it's better than the Spaten that I had yesterday. But in my opinion, based on my tastes, I don't think it's as good as the Sam Adams. So anyway, guys, happy drinking. Thanks for watching, and sorry for the lazy video. Take care.